5. We actually took some time off to do a lot of things. One, to improve some of our visuals, improve sound quality. Hopefully you can tell that with this new episode. And also make a more robust show that we can provide you more technical information. This is actually a special episode because instead of our normal segment, we're going to focus on collaborative innovation powered by Axiom Workspace, which is software that Tom produced, and I'll let him tell you a little bit more, and we'll kind of get into that. But Tom, why don't you tell me how's your day or how's your week been going?
Oh, it's going good. We've been preparing a lot for this launch of Axiom Workspace, and we had the site going live actually just a couple days ago, so
nice.
I'm pretty excited about that. And then getting ready for the marketing material for with this offering that we're going to be presenting, as well as our normal business, working on custom projects and software development as always. So
awesome.
It's been a busy week.
I've been working on this 5-part course that we'll kind of maybe get into in a different show and some marketing stuff, but nothing too big. But it's been a great, effective week. Before we get into the segment, Tom, why don't you kind of let them know what collaborative innovation is powered by Axiom, and what made you develop the program and the actual software itself?
Sure. So first off, Axiom Workspace is a software package. It's around collaboration and document management. So it does things with project management, document management, tasks, calendars, and contact management, integrating that into a system around, again, collaboration as a theme. It's also a platform. So we offer it as a software as a service. You can go and log in and sign up and use it just like you do Basecamp or SharePoint Online or something like that. But it's also a platform. So if you want to build custom software around collaboration, it has all the hooks, multi-tenancy, being able to log in against Active Directory, against Azure, using different file stores, event handling, all this sort of stuff that you need to build an infrastructure. And it has a RESTful API and all these hooks where you can really expand it out into all different types of scenarios. So that coupled along with what we call collaborative innovation, so we're taking our years of expertise as a custom software and consulting company and being able to bring in those engineers and that expertise to help really tailor this platform to help companies collaborate 100% of the way, not just a 60% solution, but also with realistic costs because we're leveraging this Axiom Workspace platform. So there's really two parts of it. There's the axiomworkspace.com where you can just go sign up, and then collaborative innovation, which is basically taking Axiom Workspace, the history of Linkstream and our engineers, and combining that together to basically let us be your innovation team around collaboration.
Now, take me a couple years back. What started this journey in regards to creating the software itself, and then finding, identifying the problem or the issue that made you think of the service collaborative innovation to not only provide them the platform itself, but the service behind it?
Sure. As software developers in a company, a lot of what we do is solve problems, right? Different problems, different companies. And this is just a problem I'm really passionate about. I see it as one of the biggest problems out there, and I don't feel that it's been solved to my satisfaction.
And what is that problem?
It's collaboration. Like how do organizations communicate effectively, stay on top of the different activities that they have going on within their business, and effectively provide that communication and oversight. And there's a lot of tools out there. But what we're excited to offer is another tool that we feel is better than others and provides a quality service, but also this innovation behind it, coming in and understanding what does it mean to collaborate, what does it mean to work together, to communicate more effectively, how can we leverage technology, and that's our real value prop to companies, is that it's not just a product, it's not just a service, but we're really trying to come in and bring the best of those worlds together with our expertise and help get 100% solution. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm always excited about consulting and client work because I've done that for so long, and I like working with clients. I like understanding their problems and helping them. But this is also like a topic that I'm specifically passionate about, And
It probably
so
comes
to
up
bring
in
those two
conversations all the time, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Exactly.
I'm excited to see more. I understand we got some live demo from you, and then you'll get into more of the service part of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do first segment. We're gonna do a demo, just kind of walk through the product, and then second part, we're gonna talk about the collaborative innovation aspect of it. So
Awesome. Look forward to it. We'll see you guys when we get back.
all right, thanks. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for part 2. Today we're going to talk about Axiom Workspace and collaborative innovation. So these are 2 new offerings from our company Linkstream. So we're going to kind of high overview first, and then we'll dive into a demo, and then finally we'll talk about the collaborative innovation part, which is how we bring some of our team of engineers in to kind of complement the product. So. First, talk about the product, which is called Axiom Workspace. It's a collaborative platform centered around document management. And there's a lot of other tools out there that are similar. What it offers is a place for your team or your business to collaborate around things like documents, calendar events, tasks, project management, and notes. And it also integrates into a CRM as well. So. A light CRM. So that's part of what we're offering. So what we're going to do now is dive into kind of what the application does from a high level and go from there. So.
Awesome. And what kind of technology did you use to build this .NET framework and everything?
Yep, this is all built on Microsoft.NET MVC application with the front end of Angular. So. I'm going to go ahead and record the screencast here so we can kind of give the visitors more of a screen share view.
Awesome.
So I'm already logged in here on this other browser. We can see what you see when you first log in, and this is what we call the dashboard, and it's kind of a place where you can kind of configure and set things up how you want. You can come in here and add tiles to different aspects of the page, and you can drag those around and kind of set those up however you want, and then go to different application points. This site I actually have set up kind of for a demo around like a law firm, just for an example. I mean, you could use this for a lot of different things, any kind of company that collaborates, but just for demo purposes, I set that up as a law firm. So the first thing that you have is what we call project types. And project types are really just containers of projects. So I could create one here, perhaps for marketing, and we can give that a different icon. All right, let's stick with the legal theme actually. Let's call this litigation. And then icons just kind of help represent that in the system. So once you've created that container, you can go into that and create a project. So if we created one for a particular company, let's go with just an example here. You give the project a name and a description, and then you can assign what work groups that project goes with. Right now we just have one work group, but work groups are basically just collections of users. And then you can also give these projects tags. Basically just search later. So once you've created a project, you have the ability to kind of view that in a couple different ways. and filter by tags and search down. But once you go into a project, this is kind of the base view of what you would see.
Okay.
And over here you have some description, and over to the right you have an activity feed. An activity feed is basically all types of things that happened around a project, whether it's just a post, files being added, calendar events, tasks, notes, etc. This feed is kind of going to give an overview of everything that's going on in the project so that all the team members can come in and kind of see what's going on.
So they can be updated on what the actions have been taking place.
Yeah. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and put a quick comment in here. And you have the option to just post it, but you can also send an email out to everyone who's a part of the project, or set a specific user in that project to go out. I'm just gonna not have that go out right now. And then you can optionally add it to the calendar or add as a note, and then you can also set the type of post. We'll leave this as a general post. So you can see here, you just have an activity that happened. Moving down, let's look at calendars. Every project has its own calendar. So we can add an event here. We'll just call this start date. And you can see that gets added here. And then if we go back to our details, you can see, this was added to the calendar. And then you also have the ability here to click on recent activity, and this will click. You can click on that and take you to the activity. And then every project also has its own virtual file system. So what this is a place where you can store documents related to the particular project. And you can just drag them straight from your desktop right into the system.
Oh, nice.
And you can also just view them right in your browser. And it has version control and security, the ability to download. And then some of the security is easily accessible, and it's pretty simple. We tried to keep it simple. There's really 2 levels of security on every entity in the system. You have work groups and users, and work groups are just collections of users. And then you have 3 settings on that. So read and write, which means they can view and edit the document. Read only, which is they can just view it. And then full access, which means they can read, write, and manage the security. So it's pretty simple. You can also create folders in here. Add documents to that. You can drag and drop files right in the browser into another folder, and view that as well, and then rename. Now every project also has notes. I'm going to actually go over to one that I've already created because I've got some notes set up. But you can basically see you can edit text, rich text right in the browser. And notes also have the same security model as documents. Next up is tasks. Now with tasks, you can basically create a Kanban board. So you can create these different task lanes and give them whatever name you want. And then create tasks. And then under tasks, you can, or what we call task list, you can actually create multiple tasks. So, and then as you check these off, you see the progress happening. You can also assign multiple users to a task. And then as the task is being worked and moved along the pipeline, you can see that activity as well. One last note is you can also associate contacts with projects.
Okay.
And we'll dive into the contacts here in a second. You can also nest projects. So you can create a project and have a sub-project underneath.
Now, why would somebody create a sub-project?
So say for example, you had, if we're talking about a law firm, that's the example we're going with. You have a company, like ABC company, and maybe that would be the general project for them. And underneath you could have litigation or contracts or all different types of different matter where you could organize those projects in a more segregated area, but it's all related to the parent project.
Okay.
And then here again, we see the activity. This file is added. We can click right on it from there and see there was a purchase agreement for this. There's also some recent stuff here where you can click on and go to that. You also have contacts. So contacts are basically just a list of contacts that you can organize by tags and other information. So I'll go ahead and add some tags here. So we'll call this client. We can go inside of that contact, and every contact has the same thing, an activity feed where you can see everything that's going on with that client or that contact, and a calendar event and a file system just like projects. And this allows you to quickly search and group by tags. You can also set up custom contact types, sort by that. Excuse me. Next feature we're going to talk about is private messaging. So you can come in here and compose a message, send it to somebody in the system. They'll get an email saying, hey, log in, you got a private message, they can do that. So more of like a secure way of sending messages across, because email's not secure.
So really important for a lawyer sending maybe a contract that he doesn't necessarily want in Yahoo, he could send it this way and...
Yep. Or HIPAA information. If you wanted to keep it contained within the system, you don't want to send that across email, you could do that as well. You also have a private area to store your own files here. And then one of the things I also want to talk about was search. So it has a robust search where it'll search across everything. Projects, contacts, notes, task events, calendar events, and then you can quickly just search and find the information you're looking for. Click on that, go to the contact you're looking for.
Nice.
So that's kind of a high level overview of what it is, and then we'll leave that off for now. And then next segment we'll come back and we'll talk about collaborative innovation and how does this differentiate from a lot of other collaborative tools out there. So
Awesome.
stay tuned.
Falling from the sky, and I, just like a new star, breathing new high. I walk the night looking up, hoping to find the peace that I'm missing. I walk the day looking down and pray. I walk the earth feeling cold.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming back. In this final segment, we're going to talk a little bit about collaborative innovation. We've kind of walked through why we created the product, what the product offers as far as features with the high-level demo, and now we're going to talk about collaborative innovation. So, and if you go out to our website, linkstream.com, up in the Solutions tab, there's a section about collaborative innovation that has some more details, if anyone's interested. So we saw the product. There's other products kind of similar to it. You think of Basecamp or SharePoint or something like that. So how is this different? Two things really. One is it integrates with CRM. So there's an aspect of contacts, right? And how does that work around collaboration? Number two is Axiom Workspace is a platform. It's not just a product. Although we do have a hosted version where you can go online and sign up, it's a framework. It's written in .NET, like we mentioned before. It's an MVC framework with Web API, so everything's accessible over API framework, and you can integrate it with other products. But not only that, like our company having a history of working with custom development consulting for so many years, we're bringing that expertise in as a productized service where we can come in and help your organization understand collaboration, and then bring in that custom touch to bring the product to the next level for your organization. So instead of getting 75% of what you would need out of your collaboration tools, you get 100%. So that's what collaborative innovation is, coming in to make it a little bit different than other offerings out there, so that we would really be your innovation team around collaboration, and that would be powered by Axiom Workspace. So
Nice.
does that make sense?
Yeah, what do you see as some of the most pertinent industries that would benefit from joining this type of service?
Well, we're not going after a particular vertical. It's open to basically any business that uses email, uses file share, that has needs of communication, and the investment is worth it. We have if you go on the website, we have an ROI calculator that you can check out, and basically just put in, if you have a business where people are working on computers most of the day, you can put in the average number of employees, their average salary, how much money you're spending on collaboration software now. This kind of figures out, what type of money you can save from using this type of system.
And collaboration software just means basically how people share information, or
Yeah, high level, that's what, if it's related to documents, email, tasks, project management, all this stuff, how are we working together? And that's something else we bring to the table with collaborative innovation, is we basically help companies understand what does it mean. And it's something maybe people don't think about, it just happens, right? They don't think about how it's happening or how to make it better. And that's where we can come in and really help companies understand, how is it that they're collaborating, number one? What are the options out there that they can do differently? And then how can we leverage technology, to facilitate that? And to build a system like this from scratch would cost a lot of money, millions of dollars. But we've already invested, worked on this for years with other clients, custom projects, so we can come in with that starting point to really make something nice and help bring the efficiency to a company, and help, number one, free up time for your employees instead of, searching through old emails or not be able to keep track of things on notes and sticky notes and things like that, to really be more efficient in their work, so you get that productivity gain. But not only that, like the time that they would be spending on that are going towards more productive tasks. So we help kind of break all that out for the company and see what this can really bring to the business. And I think it's across, to answer your question a long way, it's across all different types of industries. So
I know we were talking before the show that you already have onboarded a company onto this. What kind of feedback are they giving you, or what kind of success are they seeing?
It's been good so far. We've worked with a couple different companies in the healthcare industry and in insurance. So, we're not sticking to those, but we're continuing to move forward. So this is kind of still in the beta stage, but we're very excited to share this, and are open to taking really other clients that are in different verticals as well.
So I know this is collaborative innovation powered by Axiom. Before the show, I was looking at the website. For somebody interested in this who wants to see the product before they kind of get into the service, there is a free trial right now, right?
Yep. So if you go out to axiomworkspace.com, you can click on this start your 30-day free trial. You do have to put your credit card information in, but it's free for 30 days, and you can get in there, try it out, give us some feedback. If you do go in, feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email. We'd be glad to work with you to share some more information about that.
So if they need some sort of service or need more information, I know you have a video online. I watched it too. It was very intuitive. I really liked it. But if they have questions and stuff, they can still give you a call and reach out to you and figure out. What do you think so from what I saw on the video, it looked like you can kind of really jump into this thing, but in your estimation, How long would it take someone to get kind of accustomed to using this type of software? I know it's intricate, but how is it for the user?
I mean, from an end user perspective, it's not that complicated. You know, we try to make it very user friendly. We have some tutorial videos that you can watch out there when you first get logged in. It kind of walks you through a few steps of how to get started. Now, from a user perspective, yes, it's very simple. So but a back end, it's a very powerful framework. You could really use this, and we have used this just for custom development projects. So if you're going to do a new project, and there's a lot of things we didn't show. We just showed what the user, but I'll show some quick things here. If you go into the back end of this stuff, it has a lot of tools just for building custom applications. It has an event log. It has caching mechanisms. You can use it authenticated against multiple types of stores like Active Directory, regular SQL login, or Azure Active Directory. It has things like caching, multi-tenancy built into it, so you can have, you know, this is a SaaS product, so it runs multiple tenants out of the same application. There's all types of security mechanisms in here for managing users, roles, work groups, different multi-tenant sites. There's settings for different sites. And like I said, it's all RESTful API, responsive design, right out of the box. So, you know, when you're coming in and looking at starting a project, you know, this stuff all scales down to a phone, so you can run it on different systems. And it's really, you know, Axiom Workspace is a platform for building custom collaborative solutions on top of. And you know, that's where we come in with that platform, the right tools, the right people. So we have engineers on staff who are experts around this topic and with this software package. And we can really deliver something very powerful that would normally cost quite a bit more for companies. So.